There isn't a week that goes by where someone is dealing with change and struggling to find their next comfortable spot in life. Welcome back to Encouraged. We're glad you're here. Today, we want to cut to the chase and give you some much needed encouragement. One of the most talked about subjects is regarding change, dealing with change, making a change, accepting change, forced change, and needing a change. Like a friend, I just want to come here and tell you guys that I've dealt with change, a lot of change in my life, some really, really good change and some awful change. In whichever circumstance, I needed to deal with change head on. Like you, there are times where I feel unmotivated to change, frustrated to try to get to the next stage in life. And the more I think about it, the more irritated I get. But more than anything, I just want to sit there and think about how difficult it is to do something. Whether you want to change a bad habit or whether you want to look for the right job, or maybe you are struggling to find your calling in life and where you feel confident in, it all goes down to the same thing. Change is difficult. No one likes change. Okay, maybe there's some things that we like to change, things that benefit us, and we know it will benefit us, but those changes are very few. For the most part, change is uncertain. You're always unsure. And sometimes those changes can cost you a lot. And those changes will challenge us. It would be great to feel inspired every time we met a challenge, but that's just not the case. So what's the solution? It all boils down to this. There isn't always a simple solution. You must be willing to play the game and put yourself back in line and move forward. Sitting at home and being sad about it all, wondering what if, isn't really going to do anything. It's never going to go well for you if you're just sitting there idle. If you want true change, you have to move on. This also applies to those of you who feel sad or motivated. We know how easy it is to mope. I feel like we can do that forever sometimes, right? Just lay there, eat, feel sad. When in reality, you need to get up and make an attempt, even while feeling down and depressed. Now, this feels like a big risk, right? You already have a lot of emotions going on and you have to go out and do something. It is a big risk, but you have to do it because you never know. This could lead to a giant discovery and something that may be a lifelong change that will affect you for the rest of your life in a good way. Even if at that very moment it doesn't feel great, you must go through the process and play the game. Think of great athletes that work hard to get good. They'll tell you over and over again their struggle and how hard it was to level up. They'll also tell you that during their times of growth, they've lost many games. And even as they are now, they still lose. They know that they have the ability to get up and move forward. See, this is all part of life. Since the fall in the Garden of Eden, things became difficult, but God is always there to help you still. There will be moments of failure, but that is not the end. Listen, in life, not everything will work out, but that's just you learning. So you need to learn to be a student, be a worker, and don't give up. This will make you stronger. But most of all, trust your Creator who sees you more valuable than any animal in the wilderness. If He supplies birds with food, how much more does He care for you? Proverbs 3:6 says, "In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." Put your plans, ideas, doubts, failures, your past, and your present in front of God and seek His way. Hey, you may need to talk to a pastor. Talk to a pastor then. Talk to some solid believers and rest in the Lord. If you're not doing anything evil, taking advantage of someone or a situation, and you're truly looking for help, know that the Lord will help you. He'll supply what you need and He will sustain you as you wait. I'll leave you with this verse, 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability, but with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape that you may be able to endure it. What does this have to do with what we're talking about? Well, waiting around, getting lazy, sitting there sad, depressed, and unmotivated is a form of temptation. Sometimes you'll be tempted to just take the week off, the month off, the year off, and push your responsibilities off to the side. And before you know it, you're so stagnant and you feel like a loser even more. And the more you're tempted to run away from your problems, the more you'll run instead of moving forward. So don't be tempted. But the Lord gives you a way of escape, and He is there with you to guide you. He gives you the strength to endure the struggle, and He will rescue you. May God bless you and your families. Thanks again for joining us here on Encouraged. If this has blessed you in any way, please share this with a friend. As always, we're praying for you. God bless.